So welcome back, my friends. Welcome back, my family. Welcome back, guys. So I know you guys have all seen it by now that Lynette posted, I think it was a live video. Let me go take a look at it. On African Village channel with Claris and James, stating that they were live now. It was streamed today, 7 hours ago. Peaceful African Dinner. That's what it's called. They went live. And in that video, guys, Claris was speaking, James spoke, Lynette spoke. Guys, in that video, you can look at Claris and tell that she was coached on what to say. Let me explain something to you guys. In these villages, they don't live a great life. A lot of them are, and when I say great, I mean they don't have a lot of money or any of that. So guys, from Claris' interview, you can tell that Claris, she didn't have money, she didn't have food. When Lynette fired her in the interview she did, she stated that she wanted to go back to work. So I am not surprised that Lynette was able to manipulate her into coming back. I'm sure Lynette gave her money, and she probably offered her more money. In the video, did you guys hear Lynette lie and say that Claris was not arrested and all that stuff? But she didn't really speak on anything. She just said, things happen for a reason, and now she's glad that they can come to an agreement. Y'all, Lynette is full of it. Lynette saw that Claris was getting support, and Lynette saw that people are really seeing who she is. She saw Claris was getting support. She saw the video that Jahan Sharif did, saying that she would help Claire. She would buy her a phone and a camera and all the things that she needs to set up her video. That's the only reason why Lynette went back to her. Lynette knows that Claris was her cash cow and has been for over 2 years. Lynette knows that. And she doesn't want Claris to have her own. And guys, my thing is, Lynette's purpose for going into that village, if y'all watched my previous video, Lynette's purpose for going into the village, her purpose was to go into there and show these villagers how to earn money on YouTube, how to set up their channels, prepare them with everything and provide them with everything they needed. Make sure they were monetized, and she was supposed to walk away. Lynette wasn't supposed to go into this village and profit from these villagers. That's not what the purpose was. That's not what the purpose for Jahashef introducing Lynette to Claris was. That's not the purpose. But she went in there strictly with greed. She went in there strictly with greed, and I am not surprised. Claris said it in her interview that she wants to make channels, that she wants to make videos and she wants to work. And Lynette knows that people are going to watch Claris. She knows that. She knows that. She knows that. When she did that interview saying Claris had quit and all of that stuff, she wasn't thinking about going back to Claris and James. She didn't think she would get as much backlash as she did. She didn't think Claris would get as much support as she did. She didn't think people was going to be reaching out and be willing to help Claris. She doesn't want that for Claris. She doesn't want Claris to grow and succeed, because if she did, she would have kept her word from the beginning and showed them how to set up their own so they can stand on their own. so they can stand on their own. That's it. Lynette has a channel. Her husband has a channel. Her sister, Eveline, has a channel. Eveline's husband has a channel. They are not growing like this African Village channel has. And even like the Homestead channel has. They're not growing like that. Based on the amount of time they've been on YouTube, they should have been blew up. They are gaining subscribers through the African Homestead channel and through the African Living. That's what they're gaining. The African Village, channel, y'all. But that's what they're gaining their subscribers from. Because people can look at them and tell they're fake and tell they're not genuine. When you look at Claris, you know Claris is genuine. When you look at her husband, James, you know he is genuine. Even though Lynette hid him in the beginning. It was lying and portraying Claris as a single mother. When you look at Mama Chogo, you know she's genuine in her husband and their children. When you look at Lady K on African Homestead and her family, you know they're genuine. You know they're genuine. And Lynette knows that they are naive and that she can do that to them. She can give them little peanuts and little pennies. Very small money. She knows she can do that to them. Because she wasn't giving Claris and James enough to even live and take care of their children. Claris didn't even have food, so I'm not upset with her for accepting that money and going back on that channel. But I do want her to take the assistance from others, especially Jahan Sharif, and start her own channel. She has offered to send her team in there to Claris to provide the equipment to Claris, to provide the training to Claris, to show her how to set her own stuff up and to let her be free. And that's what she deserves. Not Lynette. Lynette is a snake. Lynette is always going to be a snake. Y'all can look at her and see it in her face. You can look at her and see it in her face. She doesn't care about anyone but herself. She doesn't care about Claris. She doesn't care about James. She doesn't care about Mama Chogo. She doesn't care about Lady K and her family. She just cares about the money that's coming in because Lynette has major money coming in from these villagers and she is giving them pennies on the dollar. Literally giving them less than $20 US per month. Y'all know that's insane. Let me explain something to y'all and break something down to you guys, the ones of you who don't know. And I'm telling you this from facts. I am telling you guys this from facts. A YouTube channel that has over 600 million views and over 520,000 subscribers. The yearly revenue from that channel is roughly $1.5 million to $3 million. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. And then you have to look at the AdSense because there are ads on the channel. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. There are ads on the channel. People are watching the ads. They're getting paid for that. This GoFundMe, and then y'all are on here talking about all the GoFundMe rules. If Lynette do blah, 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 this is going to happen. How would y'all know? How would you know? Mama Chogo ain't going to tell you. She doesn't have her own channel. They're going to say what Lynette wants them to say. How do y'all know for a fact that any document that Lynette holds up to that camera hasn't been modified? Y'all, we are in 2026. Because let's just be honest. Let's just be honest. In that village where Mama Chogo's land was purchased, and what Lynette said she purchased for that land, y'all better open y'all eyes. The amount of money she said she purchased that land for, she should have way more acreage than that. Instead of, what did they say the land was, 50 by 50 or 100 by 50? Or 100 by 100, something like that. She should have way more acreage than that. And you guys watching this, come on. From the African continent, from these villages, y'all know. Y'all know better. Y'all know what it costs and what Mama Charlow would really have when it comes to land. If she really paid that much money, she wouldn't have that little small plot of land. Y'all, Lynette is pulling the sheet over y'all heads and y'all don't even realize because you're so blind. Ooh, I'm so glad. And I know y'all are glad to see Claris and James back and to see them eat, because who knows? Who knows? Who knows? But Claris needs her own. She does. Her and James, they need their own channel. People will watch them. If Lynette wanted to do right by Claris, what she would do is get her scamming butt on that camera and say, yes, Claris is going to be here, and show proof that she's helping her set it up. Or let Sharif's team come in and set it up for her in the same way Lynette advertises her personal channel and her husband's personal channel on there. She needs to advertise the channel that Sharif's team is willing to help Claris set up for herself. That's what she needs to do. And she's really there to help. Because Lynette wasn't banking on Claris getting this much support. She wasn't banking on it. She wasn't. She wasn't banking on it. But y'all better open y'all eyes, and a account with that many subscribers and that many views, that's the type of money that they're pulling in. And don't y'all let Lynette pull something over y'all head, because she can create anything and say this is real and show it on camera. It's a lie. We're in 2026. We're going to keep watching, y'all. We're going to keep watching. We're going to keep watching. I hope that Claris really accepts Sharif's team assistance in helping her set up her own. Because I don't even trust Lynette to help her set it up. Because who knows? Who knows what she'll have, where have it go, and how she'll set it up. Because she's already shown herself not to be an honest person. She's already shown herself not to be an honest person. But who knows? Y'all, we gonna keep watching. We gonna keep digging into it. We sure are. We gonna keep watching. We gonna keep digging into it. Y'all like this video, comment, and subscribe, and share this video, because we need to get this message out there, honey. We need to get it out there. I'm gonna see you guys in the next episode.